Set this one up a little bit if you could describe this piece. It is Siberian Breaks.
All right. So, James, will you play a little description music, please?
Yeah, hold on.
Thank you, sir. So we're on an island, and it's a very dark island, and you're walking around at evening, the sun is setting, you find a crab in the ocean, you decide to make a fire and then cook it. The crab is very tasty. It's a very rare crab. One of the smallest crabs you've ever seen that is still edible, but you still decide to eat it, and it's very refreshing. Only there's no more food on the island, and so you gotta keep looking for more food. And maybe you can eat a coconut, but those get really boring after you just keep eating them all the time. There's just too many coconuts and you're surrounded by sand and water. You know?
All right.
Come on, Ben. The first one is kind of like a chicken boogie, which I'll show you now. So kind of like this.
Who choose to stay in the underground because I like it there.
Like moles.
Yeah.
You can be psychedelic going to McDonald's. People need space when they're together in close quarters for a long time. He's got his own unique vibe. I like people with their own unique vibes. And their own unique vibraphones, which is one of my favorite instruments, actually.
Is that
Not to let the whole pressure of recording a sophomore album thing get to us too much. I think we kind of remained ignorant of it for the most part.
I got a whitish gray eyebrow hair. You'll see girls in flowy skirts. Maybe they have a hula hoop, and they're kind of like that. How would we have fun?
If I was a girl.
Good question.
Clothes, shopping,
Pillow fights, walking on the beach,
beach parties, like just slumber parties.
car washes, bikinis. Sometimes I probably just like fondle myself. I figure that's what girls do, right? Maybe like cooking. No, I'm just kidding. That's just...
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry.
What's going on?
Have you heard about these impending zombie attacks?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something to really, like, take lightly. And what are we supposed to do about it?
We can't kill them.
You can't kill them. No, that's the thing about zombies, man. I mean, they're dead, so you gotta... It's crazy.
Maybe we should become zombies.
And it's impending.
That means it's gonna happen soon.
Yeah, it's gonna happen soon. Do you guys want to, like, try to...
Write a song about it? Yeah.
Shit, it was amazing. That sounds like a pretty cool time.
Is that just a complete rumor, or is there anything in the future you guys going to be working with Jay-Z?
It wasn't a complete rumor, no. It was founded in realistic things, like...
You know, being all up in everyone's grill, kind of like
that.
Yo, just like
We played some shows with them. Interesting shows.
cool?
Good tailors, by the way.
Thank you.
Good tailors.
Thank you. Good answer. His name's Swift.
This is gonna be your last song. This is another new song. Tune before it plays. Just think about the fireworks, right?
One time we were in Norwich, and the first thing he did was come out on stage and say, "Hello, London." And then he went, well, I can't say it on the radio. Then he was like, "What the bleep am I doing in Norwich?" Like that. Yeah. And then he flicked off the crowd.
We apologize for the appearance of our bodies in public on the beach.
Where do you want to go when you die?
When I die, I want to become infinite light energy. I want to become one with the universal. I was working on this in the shower. Yeah. Yeah, kind of real. Yeah, they have their thing. That's kind of how I dance when I see a chanting. It's kind of like there's always, there's like the old kind of like there's something right. There's something right there that you're pointing at, you know. The one koala that was there was really asleep and very lethargic the whole time, which I guess is pretty characteristic of koalas in general. But this one seemed even a little bit more so.
Because it's so accessible by either the internet, you know, more so.
What's more than a genius?
I didn't mean that. What is like a super genius?
Super genius, yeah. Hyper
Yeah, no, he's like the Picasso of music in many ways. He's really good.
Except he's not bald.
Yeah, and he's not 5'2". Oh.
We both have well-furnished apartments. I like collecting stuff on the street. I found a lot of cool stuff in my neighborhood, like in Oregon, Hammond, Oregon. Oh, Farfisa, Oregon.
We named our band MGMT because it sounds like so many drugs, like combined.
Yeah, MDMA.
Yeah.
Zombie attack. Not gonna be very long before they come back. Impending zombie attack. Won't be very long till they come back. Zombie attack. What do we lack?
We like
How we gonna kill them zombies? How we gonna kill them? What do we say?
Maybe we could put a BB in the brain. We could put a BB in the brain. Maybe put a BB in the brain. Put a BB in the brain.
Have white hair and white beards and like a backpack, and they'll have their hands in the straps like this, and they'll just be like this. Those guys are cool too.
So I guess talking about
We're very peaceful. We really don't want to challenge anybody.
I want to be a ghost, visit the past, see any point in history.
What if you're a ghost now?
Being a ghost sucks.
That's always been something I've wanted, is to live by the ocean one day. I think that'd be nice.
I would probably live in the mountains instead.
What about mountains?
By the ocean. Yeah.
You know, like that Beach Boys song? Where the rugged land meets.
That's a good factor.
Yeah. I concur, and I think we get very used to a lot.
And then there's that guy like from like Grateful Dead video. And he'll just be like that. He's just like somewhere else.
It's gonna be producing our Chemical Brothers, and then there was. Is that happening at all?
No, it's from the Chemical Sisters.
Who?
Chemical Sisters.
Who's Chemical Sisters?
They're from Iceland.
Are you kidding?
I don't know.
Those are like the top 6 examples of jam band dancing styles. Have you been to California?
Pretty sure you may have been called an a-hole, though.
Who is?
No, never mind.
Okay.
Okay, so the first
That's
question.
a two-part question.
Okay.
The first part is, why isn't your band named the Furballs? The second part of the question is, do girls drink sparkling water?
Like beautiful sea cliffs, and if you go to LA, you can see people with like Ed Hardy t-shirts and sunglasses.
You can see orange people with white hair.
That's cool.
For those of you who are just tuning in, you just missed the best live show on radio ever. But for those of you who have been,
If you go up North California, you can find some of the best marijuana in the world to smoke it, I guess. I just happen to like mellow music. I think Ben does too. We're pretty mellow guys.
That would be awesome. The track that we made for Jay-Z that was a little too crazy for Jay-Z, that's what you could call it. Everyone would just go nuts for it.
Whatever, however you could abbreviate that. TT, T, 2 or 3 T's. So it would be like T cubed.
T cubed. That'd be one for the mathletes out there.
You have a younger stepbrother.
I forgot to tell you I'm a zombie. I forgot to tell you I'm a zombie.
I have the same birthday as George Washington. No, I don't. I don't even know who George Washington is.
And then when you hear great, it's awesome. We've been following you guys for a while. I know, you like that?
When you hear great, it's awesome. There's so many psychedelic animals. Spiny rock lobster, for instance. Okay, let's look really serious.